I'm Robert Pearson from Auto Spray Systems, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Justin Gong, XAG's co-founder and vice president. XAG are the world's leaders in smart drone and robot technologies for agriculture. So I thought it would be interesting to get Justin's views on the future direction of autonomous farming, both in China and more broadly.
Yes, hi everyone, I'm Justin Gong from XAG. Today I'm really honored to join the interview with Rob, and I'm delighted to share with you our vision to the future of farming and some of our new technologies.
I think really the first thing we have to do is talk about the two sessions which are underway in Beijing. What will be the key focus for the next 5-year plan, and what does that mean for XAG?
The two session is going on now in Beijing, and everyone is focusing on how the government will establish the new policies, but also strategies for the country to develop for the next 5 years. It's very important because last year we hit by COVID-19, but also the country achieved its 5 years target of leverage the poverty in the rural societies, and we finished that task quite well. And now we're entering a new phase, and we call this new we are entering the new phase of revitalization of rural areas. So for XAG, it's a good timing because what we are doing, what we are developing here is to help farmers to make more money, to have better life.
You mentioned there rural revitalization. That is a key focus for the next 5-year plan. That is something that XAG will focus on?
Rural revitalization is a big topic. It includes how to help farmers to reduce their cost, to produce more food, but also to help leverage the economic activities in rural areas. Now, if you go to a Chinese village in rural areas, you will see farmers working in the field. What they are doing is really producing very basic food, very basic produce. And then what they do is they sell to the local market, or they can, if they're lucky, they can sell to a big food company. And that's all. That's everything in a village. It takes 80% of their life to just work in the field producing food. The money they make, the value they gain is minimum. For the next 5 years, I think, according to the government's mission, we should help them, the rural society, to have more activities, generate more economic flow. That include not only producing basic food, but to process food, to set up brands, to build their own companies and stores, just like the co-op shops in the Western countries.
Yeah.
That can help them to build a more active and proactive society in between the rural area and the cities, because the cities are getting bigger and bigger. The demand of city life are getting stronger and stronger and more diversified. How to help farmers racing against this consumer upgrading? We have to change their tools. We need to upgrade their thoughts, concept of farming as well. So there are a lot of things we can do at XAG.
In China last year, GDP in the fourth quarter grew by 6%. Now, in many other countries around the world, that isn't the case. How did China clear up COVID so quickly, and how were XAG involved in that?
Yes, thanks to our government, the COVID-19 cases in China is now minimum, and we are able to resume a normal production and life very quickly. First reason we can control COVID-19 so quick in China is because it has boomed in China so quickly in early last year, 2020. It has caught our attention of this is a disaster, and it will affect our life. Especially it happened in the Chinese New Year of 2020. And that gives us full attention. The whole society is engaged to do something, right? The second is the organization level. I think China is a very special country. We are developing very fast, adopting and developing technology very fast, but we are quite different to the Western societies, right? We have Communist Party, and the party has very concentrated power. The concentrated power may sometimes create some topics for the Western people, but here in China, I think for the past 20 years, this kind of concentrated power give us ability to make decisions very quickly and to put resources and even relocate resources very efficiently and quickly. For instance, the development of rural infrastructure. Because of this digital infrastructure in the past 10 years, we have laid in Chinese Chinese villages, we have almost 100% of 4G network coverage in Chinese villages and rural societies. That gave us ability to use the QR code to link everything. Now we have the health code, right? So I think the second thing will be, because of the fast development of the rural infrastructure built in the past 10 years in China, we have the ability to link everyone and make everyone in one network. So the third one will be the medical system here in China. As the population growing and aging, government is putting more and more attention and resources to build the national healthcare network. Couple of weeks ago, we had a COVID break in Hebei province again. But just in 2 days, everyone got tested for the virus. And this service was provided by the local government within 2 days. Imagine that, 10 people in 2 days. So the healthcare network really gave us the power to identify where the disease coming from and how it will spread, and give us ability to fast managing a solution to combat with the disease.
Well, Justin, that speedy response and that very proactive response has obviously done or limited the impact on the economy. So I think there's a lot of countries around the world looking to China's lead on that side. I look forward to seeing you when travel conditions allow. And thank you very much for taking the time.
My pleasure. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.